say, I believe, just straight up punishes Chaos 6C from like most ranges.
Gotcha.
Not every range, but like
most of the screen. Yeah.
But we don't got either of those characters here. We got Chaos. We got not Chaos. We got Carmine, and we got the newcomer Ogre. Carmine is certainly the character. Carmine is also almost a new character because he got some crazy buffs, not just in Under Night 2, but in the latest patch that came out last month. Ogre is still pretty unexplored, I think. But he has like... Ogre's notable thing is that he can set a mine on you, like, you know, like Street Fighter Bison.
Okay, yeah.
Except unlike Street Fighter Bison, he doesn't do like annoying neutral skip stuff with it. He does like... Also, the mine scales really bad. We don't really know why they decided it should scale really bad.
So this is, after a set period of time, we'll do some damage, but like very little.
But yeah, Carmine is terrifying right now because he just like...
Does the mine at least get you like some combo extensions?
It actually messes up some combos.
Well, it could potentially just be like an optimization thing, right? Because you said it's pretty unexplored.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it might just be that you have to like base your combo route on whether the mine's going to explode or not. Sort of the knowledge check for yourself. We do some blood juggles. The blood has helpfully been censored to be purple so that we can get a T rating from the...
Yeah, command grab. That command grab is nasty because it's a reversal too. All right, just some Carmine zoning.
We do a little zoning.
They let him just be good at... I mean, he's not good at zoning, but he's like... He can zone, which is messed up considering how good his offense is.
Yeah.
Well, especially against a character like Ogre, who doesn't really... The Ogre's like only real projectile is he throws his hat at you.
Interesting. So he doesn't really have a lot of ways to challenge the Carmine.
Yeah, there's the mine. Picks up off of it, gets a nice little combo. Didn't need too much damage to kill, thankfully, because that was not going to do that much.
Okay, if I had to literally like cut my own blood out of my body in order to zone you, I would want to be good at zoning.
Yeah, there. He just kind of throws his head. Oh, the punch in.
The sheer difference in vibes between like, you know, I spill my own blood in order to throw projectiles at you, and like, Fedora, go! Okay. Is...
You had the mine on him, and he just 3Ds out of the corner. Takes you right back. Nice little combo.
We're going into the corner.
Into the crystal. We're going to put you in the crystal. We're going to do a mix-up on you. We're going to wait for the mines to pop. We're going to catch you.
Set up some bubbles.
Catch you trying to throw tech, and this is like...
Guys, UNI2 is a single-player game. I don't know if you knew this.
Okay, Ura's going for one more mix-up. I'm curious if he actually could have killed off of that, just given how much Carmine does. Okay, still just playing patient neutral.
Yeah. You're kind of zoning.
Jerry mashes out, but
here playing some patient footsies.
Back in the vortex.
Get the
nice little combo.
Get the meaties going.
Guard thrust out. That's another. They buffed a lot of the offense in Under Night 2, but in exchange, the guard thrust. It used to grid break you when you used it, and it was the only universal like pressure escape thing. Or the only like, I guess Veil Off is also kind of good.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I mean
he had like a sliver when he got supered, so.
Yeah, people talking about 3D in chat, which is the new another universal defensive mechanic they added. It's a little like roll, and it has kind of a shield effect on it. It is pretty telegraphed, and a lot of characters have ways to just deal with it without even having to think about it. But it's like it's like the guard 214D in Strive. You know, the shield, deflect shield, where like you have to use it against specific moves, and when you do, you can punish them. But if the opponent does essentially anything else, you're screwed.
Okay.
We're trying to get a air unblockable on Jerry there, but Jerry manages to thread the needle. Oh, still waiting for the mine to go off. There it is. Jerry's still just trying to get out of the Carmine zone, but I think the Carmine zone is maybe
the entire
whole screen.
Everything is the Carmine zone. This is the problem. And the buzzsaws are just covering the screen.
Yeah.
How does Carmine have this much blood, by the way?
I don't know. Actually, I think genuinely there's like a lore thing where like he creates blood out of energy.
Okay. He just kind of spontaneously generates the blood. So I'm like, how is this individual not bleeding?
He does have a lot of blood.
So bloody boy.
Okay. Let's see some Ogre stuff. Oh, where's the throw?
And we reset into... We still might see some Ogre stuff? Attack. Was that the legendary hat throw?
Yeah, they're just... Dope.
Now we are once again blocking in the Carmine zone.
Yeah, it just feels like Jerry doesn't know what buttons to press to stop Carmine from just doing his thing.
Do you think that we might see, because you said that Ogre is like fairly new and not figured out. Do you think we might see Jerry switch to like a previous main?
I think it's possible. I don't remember. I've only played him like a handful of times. I don't remember replayed before. Okay, there's another hat toss, but like, I mean, Jerry gets a bit of grit charge off of it, but like, is that really worth it? Like, are you really stopping Carmine from doing what he wants to do?
I mean, it's a little bit of chip damage if Carmine zones irresponsibly.
All right, gets clipped with a low here, and Jerry, unfortunately, Carmine is out of the corner, which is not ideal. And
this is definitely suboptimal.
Ura had
is able to steal the offense here.
Okay. Spends his chain shift to get in, but I mean, Ura right back. Gets the great throw. Last chance for Jerry this round. Oh, gets clipped, and Ura's gonna
get sent
almost full combo off of it. They're dead even on life right now, but Ura lands a throw, and one more mix-up. Walks forward with the throw. Okay, Jerry, you have to combo. There it goes.
There we go. Managed to clutch victory out of the jaws of defeat there.
Those players fumbling around a bit, but they eventually got it. Okay, big punch in. Maybe Jerry adapting a bit here, figuring out how to catch Ura in his, neutral habits. But I mean, when Ura can jump back, land a button like that.
And do that with it?
Yeah. Now he's got the puddles down. He's going to hit you with force function. He's almost going to combo off of it. That's a new thing they added. Where he moves the puddles and hits you with them is his force function. And it used to just hit you standing, but now it actually gives you like a knockdown.
Oh man. Yeah, it's the and
back
going
crystal.
Into the crystal, setting up.
Put a puddle down for the second puddle down.
So it's a rainy day. We got puddles on the ground.
Oh, Jerry gets out. That was certain death. Ura drops the combo. Oh, and Jerry's going to take it.
Yeah, that's going to be dead. A travesty for a while there.
Really unfortunate drop there. He 100% had it if he just had the combo route down. Yeah, Carmine force function. I don't know why they did that to it. Oh, yeah, can't DP there, but it somehow works out for Jerry.
Oh, finds a throw there, takes the corner, and gets some offense here.
Yeah, this is just over pressure. The only scary thing that we've really seen is he has the little like low like he moves in and it's a low. He doesn't. I don't think he has any real like overheads or anything. So he just kind of does that and threatens to throw you, I guess.
Well, you can at least do the forward force function. The pyramid has like a little forward assault into the air, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the deal is with that. That's the roll, by the way, what he did there.
Yeah.
The 3D. Doesn't catch the green shield, but...
Chat says that Ogre has a spin kick standing overhead.
I assume it's not like a real mix-up overhead. It's just like a catch and shield overhead.
I mean, it was described as like Orie's. So yeah. I don't know how good hers is. She doesn't seem like a super mix-up character, though.
Orie's is fucked up because it's the animation is really ambiguous.
Okay.
It's like characters are not supposed to have real overheads, but Orie's kind of is just because the animation looks like a bunch of her other moves.
Yeah. We're going just about into the corner, into the crystal. Another rainy day, some more puddles. Make sure that we get grid, get Vorpal. Let the mine go off. And
yeah, Guard Thrust doesn't work out. Oh, Ura drops again. No, Ura.
No,
don't lose
not
another
again.
round.
Not like this again.
Jerry should be able to kill here with meter.
It's going to be exactly like this again.
Ura, you can't drop these.
And that's 2 rounds off of Ura dropping combos in the corner.
And one of them led to a whole game.
Which is, I mean, that's some mental damage right there.
Yeah. Gotta hit the lag.
Keeping the pressure up.
Gets the TRN throw. Ooh. I mean, we were talking earlier about Jerry not getting much mileage out of the creeping edge, but that's fairly nice.
And now
we're just playing.
Holding some space.
There's the overhead.
And it opens Ura up. Yep. Reset into the overhead again. Opens Ura up for a full combo. Opens Ura up again. And it's got a lot of meter. This should.
Yeah. No, this is IW. That kills easily.
Yeah. Got a little bit less of an instinct for seeing the meter and UNI2. Like he's got a full bar.
Yeah.
Where it's curtains.
If you see the cinematic go, you know, there's a lot of damage. It's like minimum. I think the minimum scaling for most of them is like 900 or 1,000. So.
Still, with that Carmine zoning has been paying off a lot for here in neutral.
I mean, Carmine's just like such a strong all-around character. It feels like. Okay, yeah, the overhead keeps hitting.
He's just not ready for that overhead.
But Jerry got a good life lead, gets the hat toss again.
Gets the little poke with the hat. It slows down.
If you get thrown in, okay.
Carmine's zone.
Jerry's doing a good job blocking because Carmine, it's his 3C. If he charges it, it's an overhead.
Okay.
It looks like it should be like a lower or mid, but it's an overhead if he charges it. And he can do shenanigans where he like half charges it and then it's, you know, mixes you up with other stuff when you're expecting it. Okay, Ogre's overhead is 23 frames, so I would call that a hard to reactable.
Yeah, it's just barely reactable. Probably gonna need to lab it out.
Especially for Undernight when your mental stack is not really thinking about overheads.
Yeah.
It's like, what, I think charged 5D in Strive is 26 and uncharged is 20 if you want perspective. So it's right in between the two of them.
Right in between the two of them.
Oh. Ooh. Nice spacing on Jerry's part. And Jerry has
damage for Jerry.
Jerry has all the meter he could want, all the resources he could want. Oh, it doesn't quite build. If he built 200 meter there, he probably could have gone into IW and it would have killed.
And it would have closed it out, but just barely doesn't get there. 199.5 meter.
Ura crosses up Jerry and catches the creeping edge, which might have been a shield input that got crossed up.
Ura has to be very careful here. He fishes for one.
Jerry trying to throw those air fireballs.
Meter to potentially close things out.
Throw the hat in.
Oh, the fact that right now the hat would kill.
Yeah. But Ura. I am so sure that if you went into IW there, that kills.
It definitely looks like IW would have killed. It gets the kill anyway, but the EX, like a blood crystal, mooch.
You don't want to be giving Jerry more chances than.
It's a point of interaction that you didn't need to allow your opponent to have.
Okay, back to neutral. Carmine got 2 puddles up.
Mine the yard. Send out the machine blood fire. Ura wins that trade, but Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry with the CS gets an easy way out. Tries to charge and gets caught, but Jerry's in.
With pile bunkers on in, and now it's no! Because of the chain shift.
Yeah.
It gets out of defense.
I mean, when you're pressuring someone who has chain shift, it's like they have the Uber DP because they can just choose not to DP. Oh, that's another reversal of Carmine's, by the way.
Yes.
He doesn't have any good meterless ones, but all of his metered reversals are great. The overhead catching again. Yeah, 23 frames.
Those sneaky, it feels like he keeps throwing puddles that are like just a little bit like off the screen maybe, but still have hitboxes overlapping with where Ogre is standing, and it keeps catching him out.
Okay, Ura doesn't manage to catch the creeping edge there, but he was clearly looking for it. Oh, the TK J6B gets shielded.
Now we're going back into the salt mines.
Gets caught with the puddle.
Back into the zone of salt mines. Catches Jerry.
Does Ura get a full conversion off of this?
Mine there.
He does.
We get that full conversion. We're going to the crystal. Puddle, it's a rainy day again.
Puddle number 2. Just holds down back. He knows that the mines are about to come out.
Yeah. You can't. Sure, you know, you've taken a turn, but like the mines are gonna say get down, Mr.
The mines are coming. The mines are coming. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Knockdown.
Oh, catches Jerry with the J6B again. Nope. Nope. What's the option this time? Just lets him get hit by the
giant
buzzsaw, yeah. And this is dead. This is so dead.
Yeah, this should happen.
Oh no!
No! He's able to recover out of the combo. Another drop from Ura, and Jerry's got a pixel and a dream at this point.
Ura, you better hope that this doesn't matter, buddy. Jerry, you're in the corner. You got a mine on you. Oh! The throw whiffs.
And Ura still manages to clench it out. Avoids one of the more demoralizing rounds of the set so far. That had been a loss for Ura.
Okay, Ura, nice air pickup with the spikes there. Yeah, there. Jerry is doing a good job shielding the overhead, but it just feels like Ura has so many more options afterwards.
It definitely feels like Ura is able to put out a lot of space control and offense on a very consistent basis.
Okay, there's so many times here where Jerry's gone for the overhead and it's hit, and then they just don't have any follow-up, and I'm not sure what they're looking for there. If they just expect Ura to be blocking it or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, catches with low.
That's gonna be dead.
Yep. I don't think that low is necessarily as strong as like a phone on 3B or like a one of those like suddenly I'm in sort of lows.
Yeah.
But Ura's definitely getting caught sometimes because he's not staying out of its space.
We go back to the corner. We get back in the crystal. It is once again a rainy day. And we're going to see what the option this time is.
Ooh. I don't know if really chain shift on wake up gives you anything there. Ura's just going to wait for you to,
It feels like Jerry's looking for ways to
the mine. Jerry presses the overhead and gets hit by the mine.
This is tragic.
Dives for it.
It looks like on defense there, Jerry's looking for a way to kind of cheat his way out.
Yeah.
But the mine, to me, there's no way to cheat, because even if you start like comboing Carmine, the mine is going to smack you in the face.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that the buzzsaws, the blood puddles, the mines, all that, you kind of have to just hold it for like at least like one mix-up.
Yeah. You do kind of just have to guess how to block for at least a little bit.
And that's what makes him so strong. Okay. Full conversion off of this.
We're going to go into the corner, and we're probably going to be getting into another crystal. We're going to go to another crystal. A couple more puddles on the ground.
Jerry's not had...
There goes the buzzsaw.
There we go. Guard thrust is at the right time this time.
Guard thrust gets the correct timing there, and that allows Jerry to move away from unblockable.
Oh, you don't want a DP there. Ura should be able to take this.
This could be able to kill, yeah. Not able to go into infinite worth, but it's still an EXS move. It's gonna do a chunk of damage. And Ura has reached the halfway point.
Yep.
For the number of wins that he needs.
I mean, as much as we talk about Jerry seemingly having no answers to this Carmine pressure, he's still keeping pace in neutral for sure.
Oh yeah, he is. He definitely is. Making good use of those sort of, I don't know how much they're real neutral skips, but the forward advancing moves that Jerry has.
Yeah. Ogre has some nice high I'm in here now.
Yeah.
Sort of things.
And Jerry is finding good use of those. And has traditionally been getting some pretty good use out of his overhead as well.
Oh, good. Yeah. That throw was not real, but Ura tried to tech too early, and he got throw rejected. So Jerry trying to pick up on maybe some of Ura's defensive habits to get these wins.
Oh.
Tries to bait like a throw tech there.
Yeah, the windmill kick is just a little bit too.
Yeah, Ura just doesn't bite.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry just getting back to the corner. Grid broken.
The grid.
You hate to see that. Because you know that Ura wants to run up and throw you. Okay.
Okay, we tech out though, so we're not going into the
drop. Yeah, I was like, I don't think Ura was killing off of that combo, but it certainly would have been close.
It would have been close. He could have put Jerry into the blood crystal.
Yeah, that was what was going to happen.
That's really the big difference there. Is dropping that allowed Jerry to tech back into the middle of the screen.
Good throw tech. Just clipped with the low.
Gets clipped with the breakdance low.
Oh,
gets map punched.
Gets thrown back into the corner. Yeah.
Side swap, and now Jerry's got a pretty commanding position for this round. He just has to find maybe like one more opening. The overhead lands.
Why aren't you converting those? I'm so confused.
He needs a conversion. He does. He really.
There we go.
And
he got it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Because the overhead is landing a good amount of the time, so it would be very useful to have a more consistent, combo off of that.
Oh.
Clip just a little bit.
Just getting straight hits, but this straight hit actually leads to a full combo.
Hit, yeah. Clip just a little bit, and then clipped a little bit again, but the second little bit clip goes into just a massive combo.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, Jerry's actually having some good. Now that he knows where to half toss, it's been working pretty well for him.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry's in.
Oh, it's still nothing off of the overhead.
Still.
I mean, the half toss has been a pretty useful, like, just kind of check at full screen against
the mine is on. Carmine, you don't have much time left, buddy. The mine's coming.
But the mine,
yeah,
double block.
It feels like, as strong as the mine may be, it's one hit, and there are so many characters that get so much more than that off of their set play.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. You got like, Byakuya can put you in a like entire spider enclosure.
Yeah.
Carmine gets 2 mines, obviously.
Jerry tries to bait something out. It looked like he tried to assault over that, but yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, back in the corner. Or close to the corner at least.
Yeah, closer to the corner. We're gonna kind of push him into the corner with the blocks done. The mine goes off. Let's get a reset. That's about it.
I could tell Jerry was hoping to combo into the mine with the overhead, but Ura didn't fight.
Oh, there's Ura out of the corner, but Ura puts himself back in there. And is this? Yeah, with the 200 meter.
Yeah. No, IW's here, EX's here, anything kills.
And yeah. Any kind of resource expenditure there gonna close it out.
Yeah, that's not real. Oh. Gets the full conversion off for 2C, very nice.
And we're walking into the corner.
But not much damage. Oh, that's an interesting option over the fireball. And Ogre actually does have pretty good corner carry.
Yeah, we're going coast to coast here.
That's one of his strengths as a character.
Or managed to find his way out, but this time has a mountain to climb here. In terms of life lead, managed to find a hit.
Just barely catches Jerry's backdash with the JC, and that somehow gives him a full combo. He's going to set a pinwheel. He's going to go for the fake. I don't think that was a throw reject. I think Jerry just missed the 26-frame window to take that.
I don't know, but we're in the blood blender. Blood bender now.
Yep.
Blood blender.
Oh, not if Ura drops that. Oh my God. Jerry's going to take this all the way to the bank.
The large red disc. Is that like an EX like half or something?
So he has like an air fireball, and he has an EX air fireball.
Okay.
But he can't do that fireball on the ground.
Yeah. Or is charging up his punch like that Phantom Thief doesn't quite work out well. I don't remember his name. It's a Phantom Thief. He can charge up his punches. Ooh. Very patient here from Jerry. Patiently waiting for his turn to a bar and
pokes out with a 2A.
Going. And it works out. As he gets offense, gets the corner, the mine is planted, and it's going to Stewie hoping.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, it's a hit. Doesn't get a combo off of it. I think he was hoping that the overhead would hit, and then he could get a combo off of the mine explosion. It didn't work out.
It's just like, it feels like the story of this match has been some promising neutral, opportunities on both sides. That just someone drops a combo, someone mashes at the right time, and it's all for naught.
Yeah. I really feel that there's some very good, neutral play, and then there's a lot of potential in the offense, but it's a little bit, maybe just a little bit unrefined, maybe a little bit of it's like change.
Oh, okay.
You're not as familiar with it.
Here we go. Oh, dropping again.
Oh, he's managed to keep himself safe.
There we go. That was a throw reject. That was the don't creeping edge out. Oh, catches with the mine and kills off this.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Barring, of course.
Yeah, barring a disaster. And Ura said, "I want to keep the lead. I don't want to lose the lead for the first time this set."
Yeah, I'd like to stay ahead, please. I think that would be pretty cool.
As long as Ura stays in the lead, eventually, presumably, he will win.
That is how, if you're in the lead for long enough, eventually you'll win. That's how it works.
But Jerry, with the little side swap into the corner, with the immediate overhead chain shift.
Gets the call off the overhead this time.
But 2,400 damage, Ura's not going to be scared of that. Yeah, good.
Again, we
sees the jumping button, shields it. When you shield a jumping button in this game, you generally get a full punish.
We're standing in our own puddle.
Some hat throws.
Checked by the hat. Dodges the hat this time and gets in.
It's like, I know Carmine's a complicated character, but it feels like if Ura just picked up 20% more of these straight hits, he would have won the set by now.
Yeah, he'd be cleaning out. Yeah, just a little bit more consistency on those cash outs.
Oh, Ura flinches, takes the throw.
Oh, but Jerry drops the combo.
Yeah.
Off of the, not ready for the mine to go off, and he drops the combo, and there's some signs of life here for Ura, the result. Normally way better at routing, and he's nervous. I mean, that's
how it is.
That's how it be.
Oh, flinching again, expecting the throw. Jerry, you got to convert off those, buddy.
That's also if Jerry were consistently converting off overheads. He'd be at least in the lead right now, probably.
We're so scrambly, and it's back to even. Both players are getting nervous, maybe, feeling like they're on the verge of being figured out. All right. Nice pressure from Jerry. Oh,
patient defense from Ura.
Catches Ura trying to jump out. Yeah.
Finally feels like he can get out of there, though, and Jerry smacks him in the face for it.
That does feel like it's been one of Ura's habits, is when he thinks he can get out, he goes for the jump back.
Yeah.
Because he's gotten some real mileage off of that a couple times, but I think Jerry's finally wisening up to it.
Yeah. He's no longer allowing that to work. Good throw tech there, cancels out the air fireball, and is able to get in.
They're both trying to bait out throw techs after the chain shift there. It's funny. Oh, the hat toss.
The hat. You gotta listen, okay? That hat's deadly. It's like Speedwagon's hat or Kung Lao hat. God.
Oh, that almost dropped, I think.
But it didn't. So it's a rainy
Yeah.
day.
Oh! Don't press there. I think it's, yep, going back in the crystal. He's not going to try to cash out just yet. Still got Vorpal.
And at this
Jerry
point,
is not going to take this cycle. Oh, unless
Ura needs one solid hit, but Jerry's out now.
The reversal.
Not with the reversal.
Not quite enough.
And at this point, any straight
Jerry is just trying to build up as much meter as he can for next round. Oh, he's, okay. This is actually, it's possible for Jerry to win off this.
Tries to throw again, but Ura escapes.
Oh, catches the throw tech, and that's it.
Yeah, that should be it. With
Jerry, don't drop it. IW. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And that'll, I mean, that'll one, but.
For the first time this set, we have a new leader, Jerry.
Jerry
in the lead,
takes
7-6.
lead. And now I think a lot of the set is determined by how Ura responds to the mental, you know, facet of that losing the lead for the first time.
Yeah, I certainly don't think that Ura has been figured out.
Yeah.
I think that he's still very much in this. It just, Jerry, it feels like Jerry's just getting lucky in these situations. And Ura, you know, there is an element of skill in getting lucky in a fighting game.
Yeah, to some extent you make your own luck.
Yeah.
You put yourself in the position for the luck to be meaningful, you know?
Yeah. But it feels like that round was certainly, you know, if Ura keeps playing like that, he's got this. But
yeah,
just some of these drops feel like
that
they
round
come at the worst moment for Ura and the best moment for Jerry.
Yeah. Ura trying to reassert himself, it would seem. Maybe a little bit upset about losing the lead for the first time. And now
maybe just watch
Jerry's got to. Jerry does escape from the mines. Manages to get away from the mines, and now Ura has the mine planted on him.
He has his own mine. I mean, that's
not a mine. This is
how it goes. Yeah. Back in the corner.
Meter back into the crystal.
Said welcome back, my
little
puddles.
bit more rain. The chain shift, but still, it just doesn't get you out. You know?
Yeah. Ura literally is just down backing here because Jerry is so impatient when he gets put into these situations.
Jerry really wants out of that puddle situation, and there's just no way, at least that we've seen, to really be cute about it. And it gives Ura the ability to just sort of like, I'm going to give you enough rope to hang yourself with, and we're going to see what happens.
Once again, good shield on the jumping. Jerry gets a full punish off of that. Let's see, don't let the mine screw up your combo there.
The mine does not screw up Jerry's combo, and we are sitting in the corner.
Throws a fireball. That's cute.
I know what you want.
That's a nice little. Throws him out of the corner, which you.
Yeah,
not ideal.
Not necessarily an ideal.
I feel like I remember Ogre having ways to do, like, he throws you out of the corner, then spends EX to throw you back in. That may have been the move there.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Ogre seems like the kind of character.
It feels like whenever Ura's out of the corner, he backdashes a few times, throws a blood icicle, and he's all going Ura's way again. Oh, lots of trades.
Finally get a hit that's not a trade, and it leads into a full combo for Ura with more than enough meter to set up the crystal. This time Jerry waking up relatively patiently.
Into yellow throw. Jerry doesn't take that.
And the patience paying off for Jerry. You know, it just takes, a throw and is able to get out of the corner.
Jerry's still using reversal options to get out of these, but this one works.
Going right back in the ring. He's able to cartwheel out that time.
Yeah, Ura is clearly looking for these 3Cs, but he's not in range to punish them with throw. That's the other thing about the 3Ds. The other thing about 3D is if it hits something while you're rolling, then your punish is like a normal punish. If you don't hit anything and you get punished, you get like a full grid break punish.
Okay.
So it's like, even if you roll out and get punished, you want to like hit something when you're rolling out. And since Carmine always has the stuff up, then the punishes on these rolls are not as bad as they could be for Jerry.
Yeah.
Now here we go. Ura does not have enough to kill again, so it's back in the crystal.
But like, what I want to know is, where's the caveman?
Okay, that's the first time in a while Jerry's gotten hit by the overhead. I think it feels like every single time Ura's gotten Crystal Oki out of him, he's just down-backed for the past like 5 games.
Yeah.
And so now he's finally maybe being a bit more aggressive with those, saying, actually, this is my Oki. I can do whatever I want to you.
Yeah. I mean, for a while, Jerry was, you know, being impatient and trying to do something that would not get him out of Oki, and Ura could just get like a full payoff by down the game. But the last couple times that he set up the crystal, Jerry either actually found a way out or was just patient. So
Yeah, Jerry's being a bit more smart about it. So Ura's saying, okay, I'm back on my bullshit.
yeah.
You're back on the down back.
Shimmies.
Oh, sees the green shield but can't punish it.
Oh, the mine. And that round goes to Ura.
That feels a lot more like what you're supposed to see when you do Carmine pressure.
Yeah. Oh, it feels more like typical, you know, Oki.
Ura getting a spaced out pickup. Not quite in the corner. And Jerry does beautiful punch.
This is actually going to go coast to coast. We get the mine set up, get into the corner.
Oh, the chain shift season reversal supers.
The invincibility from reversal super keeps the mine.
Jerry tries to jump out after the EX pistol. Oh, the pinwheel goes the wrong way. Excuse me? But Ura takes it anyway.
I don't know, but the spaghetti after that though, Ura gets a hit, and that's all he needs to take the game. And Ura now needs only one more game in order to take the exhibition match. Gotta be careful with that mine on the floor. Jerry is not careful enough about the mine on the floor, and Ura is gonna get a full. Never mind, we drop the combo. Let's use in this house. Once again, the B&B, the old reliable B&B Carmine combo, and not getting a lot of corners. This is gonna be the first time someone gets, I think, corner pressure.
Yep, throws it back into the corner.
It really seems to be what determines whether we get Oki or we get some more neutral. Mine goes off. Jerry doesn't immediately get anything off of it. The throw does not catch that.
Throw tech.
Ooh, the grid break is not great though. Jerry forced to play some very patient neutral here. Checking with the hat.
Jerry's definitely more comfortable playing patient in the neutral than he was at the beginning of this set, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely, you know, more in the zone with that.
Oh, tech's out, that's unfortunate. But yeah, he sees it, he can reversal. Oh, Jerry says, no, you're in the corner now.
No, actually, it's my corner, Oki.
Oh, baits up.
Oh, baits the off.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of damage.
Unfortunately. Okay.
As Ura bleeds all the leader.
The command throw invulns him through the mine. Oh, yep. Ogre can beat that. That doesn't kill, though. It's only 2,000 damage.
But Ogre needs a hit at this point, and that's a hit.
Jerry doesn't need to convert off the overhead if it's going to kill.
That's true. That's already a full conversion to kill.
Converting it into victory.
My favorite thing to convert a move into. Win the game.
Jerry saying, I want to go on to exhibition point 2. Catches him low.
Gets the side spot back into the corner, plants the bomb. And
what's your mix-up?
Throws out that principled offense.
Looking for a throw again.
Overhead the grid break throw.
Catches low. Jerry's going to take a perfect here. If there were ever a game for Jerry to take, this is it.
Got Jerry trying to come forward with a blood icicle.
Oh, good match out.
Jerry finds a way out. And now we're in Ogre's Oki.
Ogre zone.
The Ogre zone. The Ogre key.
Jerry, if you're going to play in the Ogre zone, convert your... Oh, these lows. I didn't even know you could combo off of that. That's crazy.
I was surprised with that combo. It did not feel intuitively like it should combo.
Oh, it gets the throw.
And with the mine damage, that kills. And
I think
now,
it just killed off a raw throw. I don't think the mine went off.
okay, that's fair. It looked like the mine went off. I mean, I don't know if it actually dealt damage, but it looked like it went off. To me. Anyway, both players are now on match point. 9 wins apiece.
Yeah.
We're in, either way, our final game. And
ooh. And Ogre dropping combos again.
Ogre drops the combo. Gets Jerry out of the
dropping
corner.
combos too.
But it feels like, you know, in the rounds when is able to finish out these combos all the way and get them into hard knockdowns in the corner, it's just so hard for Jerry to win. But if he's able to sneak his way out of the corner because Ogre drops something, he has so much more daylight to work with.
Jerry shields a normal and makes the perfect gap to poke out of Ogre's pressure. Oh! Ooh. Beautiful
Air fireball
space fireball.
And Jerry's going to go up around onto, I don't know, super match point. He only needs a round now as opposed to 2.
Yeah. Final game, final round. Or, not final round, but final round for Jerry if he wins this.
Yeah. It's Jerry's job to try and make this final round.
This is what you do all the time. Show us what you got. Throw number 1, throw number 2. Overhead.
I do think that if Ogre can be consistent on these combos, he has the tools that he needs. Jerry has the advantage of the corner now. He's a little bit too far out, gets whiff punished. And we're going to go to final game.
Final round.
Final round. Somebody's got to win this round.
This is where real men are made.
The puddle from behind. The tech that has been helping Ogre in so many different situations, all set.
The punch in.
We're going to the corner.
3K.
We're setting up the mine.
Oh, the creeping edge gets punished by the mine.
And
you can see it's only 2.4K with the mine damage. That's kind of silly.
Yeah,
and the overhead combos into the mine.
Ogre is on such low life here. This should easily be able to kill.
Jerry takes it.
Ogre's on low life, not Jerry. And Jerry is able to take it.
Game 19 just barely squeaks out a win.
Taking the lead for the second time in the set. But it's the only point where the lead matters.
Yeah.
Jerry is able to bring it back.
Hard-fought one from both players.
That was super close. That was a really good set.
Yeah, there was very much adaptation back and forth there. Yeah, they're immediately like talking about it afterwards.